Hey, Bastish B here for 64K and welcome to another episode of New Retro.
Welcome to 64K, hosted by Bastish B.
And welcome back. So if you've never watched New Retro before, I basically look at a new retro game on an old system, and then we look at the game that might have inspired it, the inspiration game. And today's games are... So let's first have a look at the inspiration game. Hawkeye was released in 1988 and published by Thalamus. It was a side-scrolling action platform game where you as the main character Hawkeye had to blast certain creatures to collect pieces of a puzzle. 4 pieces were needed to escape a level, and there were 12 massive stages in total. The game was designed by the Dutch demo scene group The Boys Without Brains, who were active from 1986 and did many demos on the C64 before they released their first and only game, Hawkeye. They unfortunately disbanded after the game was complete, but in 1989 2 of the members, Mario Van Zeist and Arthur Van Joel, formed Euphoria, who focused on the Amiga as their platform of choice. Ever wondered why System 3's Limbo's Quest is basically a cute-em-up version of Hawkeye? Well, they made it, that's why. As well as the excellent Amiga shoot-em-up, Disposable Hero. Hawkeye itself is as simple as it gets. Keep checking the top corners of the screen for the sparkling eye which indicates which direction a creature is that has one of the puzzle pieces. Find it and blast the hell out of it. There are 4 weapons at your disposal, from the unlimited handgun, which is obviously the weakest, a rapid-fire machine gun, laser rifle, and the excellent hardcore rocket launcher for those tough boss characters. The game is fast-paced and doesn't let up for a second. Not only are you blasting, but there's also light platforming sections to help navigate around the levels. This game has a lot to like. I really loved loading it up and being able to manipulate the music as the game loaded, which was a common thread with Thalamus released games. The intro itself was phenomenal, and you could tell the boys used their excellent demo scene skills to set the stage for the game in epic glory. The music is absolutely rocking, and it's no secret I'm a big Jerome Tell fan, and he delivers an exceptional score with Charles Denham, both of the group Maniacs of Noise, responsible for countless classic C64 music tracks. The graphics are excellent, smooth, colorful, and employing great use of parallax scrolling and every other trick in the demo scene book. I played my bootleg of this thousands of times as a kid in the 80s, always getting a little bit further despite the game's difficulty, which ramps up quite a bit from level to level. Zap64 in issue number 40 gave the game an overall 96%, which admittedly is a bit overboard. It's great, but maybe not 96% great. They did, however, say an addictive and beautiful presented shoot-em-up of the highest caliber, and that really can't be denied. And now let's have a look at today's new game. OutRage was released at the tail end of 2020 on the C64 by Protovision and Cytronic Software. As you can see here, this game was clearly inspired by Hawkeye. The game originally started its development cycle in 1990, but in 1993, however, 64 magazine held a competition for the best homebrew C64 game, with the winner getting the game actually physically published. OutRage ended up winning, but by this point the distributor had gotten out of C64 publishing. Many years later, in 2005, Protovision stepped up to try and finish the game for publication, but it fell apart. Cytronic then took a shot at it in 2010, but it floundered as well. But finally, with the combined efforts of both companies, the game has finally seen the light of day. As you can see, the game now sports this excellent Steve Day loader screen that captures the action so well. The game comprises of 5 levels with bosses for each. However, seeing it all the way through is gonna be a real challenge because the difficulty is damn hard. Gameplay wise, it's simply a side-scrolling run and gun affair. Blast everything you see, including creatures and traps, and keep on moving till the end where you'll face off against a boss character. There are also tons of shops that pop up during the level, which you can use your cash which you picked up from from Dead Beasties, where you can buy ammo for your guns, health, and smart bombs. Weapons wise, you have 4 guns straight off the bat, each one more powerful than the last. Your main gun has unlimited ammo, but the rest are all limited though, and ammo needs to be bought in shops, but they are really powerful and take out most creatures with one shot. You also have some screen killing smart bombs, although I would suggest using them only on the main bosses because those guys are real bastards to beat. This game may look like Hawkeye, but it plays quite differently in most respects. There's a lot of cheap trial and error deaths, crazy hard bosses, and some jumping platform action that results in, yeah, you guessed it, even more deaths. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that your health is constantly draining no matter what, even if you're not getting hit. It's kind of a cheap way of just making you try to rush a level. Having said all that, overall it is a pretty well put together game. It has nice graphics and it has some pretty good tunes, but it is very tough and unforgiving, just like games were when this was originally designed. So if you're not up for the challenge, you may not fare too well here, but for everyone else it's a pretty good, although slightly annoying, run and gun challenge.
So you're probably wondering, where can I get this game?
As for Hawkeye, it's still only available in its original 80s physical form, so you'll have to check out eBay if you want that, or you can do a quick little search on the internet to get a digital version for your C64 Mini or Maxi or VAS. And as for OutRage, you can check out Protovision. I'll leave links in the description. You can get a digital version of the game, as well as this really cool boxed edition that comes with a whole lot of other goodies. The digital edition also comes with these cool documents that you can read. It's got the full making of the game. I just basically highlighted it. You can read it in real detail of the process of how this game got made from start to finish. It's a pretty good read.
And thanks for joining me, Bastish B at 64K. I hope you had a good time. If you can like and subscribe, that'll be greatly appreciated. I'll see you next time. Cheers.